As you guys know, RobTop took 500 million years to add the Random Gauntlet to the game, and that caused some issues for me. All he had to do was drop the gauntlets and 2.208 separately, then you guys would have had a watchable video, cause this is the only time in history that I've ever been hooked onto one of these gauntlet releases. Usually it's just a thing that happens in the background, but this time I was actually eager to see what wonders the people were gonna make with the random trigger. So on the morning of December 23rd, I'm sitting on my laptop like a nut job wondering why my game isn't updating. I could have just looked up the contest winners, but I wanted to record myself playing the real deal blind. 2 hours of playing Insane Demons later, I kinda just gave up and forgot about it, cause it's the holidays and family from out of town is coming over. Fast forward to when 2.208 actually came out. He couldn't have released the gauntlets at a better time. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a problem. I physically can't move right now. In my last video, I announced that I'm currently seeing doctors and have been undergoing a lot of treatment for the past month. If you want to get caught up on that conversation, then that's your place to go. RobTop finally released the random gauntlets and my arms don't work. So from that point I had to do some physio to get myself rolling just a little bit. And 2 weeks after the gauntlets dropped, I was like, you know what? Playing some Geometry actually wouldn't be a bad idea to practice moving my hand a little bit. I don't care if the gauntlets happened a month and a half ago, we're still gonna play through the entire thing and review them. This video will happen and you're not gonna stop me. As long as it doesn't jump scare me with 15 CPS spam, then I should be fine. There's not much to say about the first level other than the fact that it slaps. I didn't get to play too many of these spherical dimension thingies, but this guy looked really cool. Crypt of Crandon is also pretty good, but I don't know how to feel about having fakes in a level that you can't really practice. But they're not terrible, they're actually pretty fair on the first go if you're not dilly-dallying, so I'll let it slide. I've always loved the idea of glitch levels, but I feel like most of them try way too hard and end up being as visually consistent as a Scratch game. DLL on the other hand knows how to keep the action without selling itself out to be an on-site readable lobster den. It also just feels good to play. Like the level doesn't just turn into Requiem out of nowhere, and the attention to detail here really paid off. Speaking of good gameplay, Busted's gameplay was also really fun. There were some parts where I had to lock in and I kind of forgot that I was shooting stuff mid-gameplay, but this level did exactly what it was trying to do. Same levels of epicness as capturing the tanks in Mario Odyssey, and the animations drive it all the way home. Good job whoever made this. Okay, Random Verse is really good, but can we not force the player to learn a mechanic that doesn't exist anywhere else in the game with 3 seconds to react? I got unlucky and had to play the same room 3 times in a row. I was ready to roast this level, then I finally got a different room and I was like, whoa, I take it all back. And the artwork was phenomenal. I don't think there's anything else this level could have done differently to be better. Good job. Yeah, no, GG's to the creators. I'm a washed unk who's disconnected with reality, so if someone got robbed, then I have no idea. But meaner neener, I like the Random Gauntlet. I played I.O. and I was like, this is a demon. And that made me realize that switching to mouse was probably a good idea because, you know, I'm in a bit of a pickle right now and I need all the reaction time I can get, especially for levels where the point is that it's random and you have to react in real time. No, I was pretty chill. I like it. Okay, this is where I get blazed in the comments, but I don't care. I think Fukushigi and DLL should swap places. I love Fukushigi so much, bro. The entire mouse click setup animation is just so clean, and that entire duel section is the most satisfying part out of both the random and the Chance Gauntlet combined. And then it makes you do a math equation mid-level, then you have to fight an eye inside of a hand shooting laser beams. Like, this level is so random that it's impossible not to love it. Needless to say that they nailed every visual effect too. It all kind of zooms by when you're playing it, but if you look closely, then you can just see the effort that this probably took. This and Busted are probably my personal favorites from this whole saga. I played Updated Disorder and somebody must have gotten robbed. I'm sorry, but there had to have been something in the batch that you could have plucked out to make this spot that would have been any better. I actually had really positive things to say about this level because it took me back to the Splatoon 3 Side Order DLC, which is one of my favorite DLCs of all time, and it executed the effect flawlessly. But it should be illegal to accompany this kind of gameplay with it. I thought it was a me issue, but then I opened the comments and everyone else is saying the same thing. Also, I can't help but think that this less indicators button is the most hilarious thing ever. Brother, have you seen the level? Who in their right mind is pressing this button? Do you at least get a coin for this or something? Like, why would you do this to yourself? Anyways, now I'm on the ULDM just trying to get this level over with and move on so I can finish the gauntlet and sleep at a reasonable time. I took 126 attempts to beat this 9-star. I beat 6 extreme demons, by the way. So after that dreadful experience, I was ready to devour these last 2 levels like I was fasting. And then I see this. So both of my arms are pretty messed up, but at least I can do a decent amount of stuff with my right arm. I can't really say the same for my left though. So I decided it'd be fair to skip this one and just Google what the last level was to finish it off. It was another 2-player level. These are the only 2 levels in any gauntlet in Geomstash history that required 2 hands. That could not have been any more situationally inconvenient. So yeah, I just went to sleep after that. GG's, good levels everybody. You had a strange theme to work with, but you found your way. Go crazy in the comments and I'll see you guys later.